Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here, and welcome to the State of the Network address for Cartoon Network in the year 2013, where I take a look at what shows Cartoon Network is still airing, what shows they canceled, if there's anything upcoming, yada yada yada. And I'm doing this all pretty much for the first time here. I haven't looked at this Wikipedia page beforehand, so I don't actually know what shows are currently airing or were new or anything like that. So let's take a look together. Alright, so the only series that premiered here looks like Uncle Grandpa and Steven Universe, two shows which I haven't spoken of yet, but hopefully soon. What we have here, original live action series. The Incredible Crew ended, thankfully, as well as Level Up. So currently there is no live action series, except for the High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange, but I consider that to be more animation than anything else. Actually, I consider that to be garbage more than anything else. So they are currently officially airing Adventure Time, of course. What a wonderful show. Regular show. Ditto to that. The Amazing World of Gumball. That's actually a pretty decent show as well. Ben 10 Omniverse. I'm not a huge fan of that art style. I'm really not, and I have written off pretty much everything past the original Ben 10 because the first, like, three spin-offs were garbage, but maybe this one is better. From what I've seen, it does seem to try to at least capture the charm of the original show, so it can't be all bad. Uncle Grandpa, if you want my short answer from just seeing clips, I don't really have much of an opinion yet. I have to see a full episode, but it seems like, to me, it seems like a marriage between the super surrealism of so like Secret Mountain Fort Awesome and I don't know, Adventure Time. At least when it comes to like animation style, it seems to go deranged sometimes. I don't really think it's funny, and I think it's kind of odd. I find Uncle Grandpa to be more annoying than charming. But again, I've yet to see a full episode, and I do appreciate some of the animation. I like that it's not crazy ugly all the time, because when you use it sparingly, it can actually be used pretty effectively. Steven Universe, I still have not seen pretty much anything beyond a trailer or two, but from the commercials, it looks like it could be interesting. And considering Rebecca Sugar, one of the writers from Adventure Time, is the creator of it, it looks promising. It really does. It feels like Bravest Warriors on Cartoon Hangover. So hopefully that'll be good. Anyway, Johnny Test is still airing. I don't. I don't know. The Garfield show. I can't say I'm a huge fan of that. I haven't seen any episodes, but that animation really. I don't feel like it fits Garfield. I don't know. Looney Tunes show. Thumbs up to that show. I think it's pretty solid. Dreamworks Dragons Defenders of Berk. I keep meaning to check out that movie and the show. Teen Titans Go is still on. And for some reason, the Lego series as well as Beyblade, and I don't even know what Tenkai Nights is, but it sounds like maybe some kind of anime or something. So let's see, they got the DC Nation shorts, okay. Bizarrely enough, they've been rerunning Kids Next Door. I had a few minutes to kill, so before class, so I checked out what was on Cartoon Network, and the first episode of Kids Next Door, the pilot with No Pee in the Ool, along with Kenny and the Chimp, was actually airing, and that was a surprise to me. Good for them. Kids Next Door is an amazing show, and it deserves to be seen. They're still rerunning Incredible Crew. Eh. Tom and Jerry, man. That is the one constant on this network. Like, from as long as I can remember, anytime I ever had a sick day from school and was home, from like 11 to 12, or maybe it was 10 to 11, anyway, sometime in the middle of the day, it would always be an hour of Tom and Jerry. Even when Cartoon Network got rid of all of its old shows, Tom and Jerry was there. Tom and Jerry is like the glue that holds this network together. More so than Looney Tunes, more so than any cartoon. Tom and Jerry, man. It's timeless, and it is probably the most easily rerun show because it is so rewatchable. Looney Tunes also up there, although not as long-lasting on Cartoon Network as you can see here. Tom and Jerry Tales, really, man, I hate that show. It's such a bad job of Tom and Jerry. The slapstick is just not good. Then we get that Lego Ninjago. Man, maybe I need to see some of these Lego shows to really understand the appeal. Um, okay, Pokemon, of course, as well as Beyblade and other Pokemon. Um, okay, so there's the Cartoon Planet reruns, and it looks like there's a nice mix in there. Oh, did Mad end? Hang on, I didn't see that up there. It's currently airing. I don't see it. Where is it? Huh. Oh, jeez. Secret Mountain Fort Awesome is on a hiatus. You gotta be kidding me. Like, anyone would want that show back? Come on. Ugh. Um, oh, GarageBand is on hiatus. I have actually seen that show and was thinking about doing a review. I think it's a pretty good show. I think it's pretty imaginative um, of anything. And I've heard good things about Beware the Batman. Scary Squirrel, I have never heard of. Let's see what they got for programming blocks. Yeah, Toonami is still there on Adult Swim. They got the Flicks, which is their latest naming of whatever movie they're showing. Cartoon Planet is still going on, I guess. Oh, New at 7. That sounds quite familiar. Pizza Night with Pizza Steve. I've never heard of that. Adult Swim. DVR Theater, that's clever. Let me check on Mad, though. Mad does get on the nerves if you watch too many episodes, but one episode every so often, I still say, makes it a decent fluff show. All right, upcoming shows. Clarence, I Heart Tuesdays. Okay. They're getting the Tom and Jerry show. Uh-huh. Mixels. Pokemon, of course. Another Total Drama series. And Sonic Boom. Also, for some reason, they're going to be re-airing the Indigo League of Pokemon. Interesting. All right, let's see. Well, first, let's see what Clarence is. Upcoming animated show. Oh, by a storyboard artist for Adventure Time. It seems like they just want to spin off everyone who's successful on Adventure Time, and really, I can't blame them. Um, there's not much here. But yeah. Well, I guess no news is better news than bad news. Um, what else we got here? Tom and Jerry show. What? I don't know. It's just giving me Tom and Jerry here, so maybe that is just Tom and Jerry yet again. Maybe repackaged. Um, Sonic Boom. What on earth is that? What? Oh, oh, that's Sonic. Sonic the Hedge. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Um, what else we got here? So I guess that's about it. So upcoming looks to be anyone's guess. Um, they're sticking with their total dramas and their Pokemons. That's a granted now. You don't even question that anymore. I'd like to see GarageBand get another season, but if not, whatever. Uh, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome, yeah, no, come on, don't even be like that. No on hiatus. No one wants this show back. Um, current reruns of former. Yeah, I like the Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. Good for that. Okay. Incredible Crew, please stop airing that. Kids Next Door, good job. Um, it'd be cool if they even just rotated like one older show, even if it was just one at a time, one cartoon, and they just, they aired every episode, maybe like once a day, and then once the series run its course, you go on to the next series. Like even that, I think that would be pretty neat. Um, so what else? Yeah, Teen Titans Go, I want Teen Titans gone. The rest of the stuff, this Lego and Beyblade and Tenkai Nights, it's whatever. It's not my kind of thing. But I kind of see the appeal. The Lego thing still kind of baffles me. But as far as Beyblade, it's an anime, and I'm sure it's got its appeal, like Yu-Gi-Oh before it or whatever. Um, I'm sure I've heard good things about the Garfield show. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but I don't mind it being around. Looney Tunes show, I'm glad. Johnny Test, like, what are you doing? Like, just end the show already. I don't. I liked that when it was originally on Kids WB, but I haven't seen an episode since, and I've heard it went bad. Uh, but I don't even. I don't know why it's still on because it's really, even when I liked it, it wasn't like an amazing show. It's not a show that like really deserved to air for years and years. It was just kind of all right. Um, Hopefully, Uncle Grandpa and Steven Universe are thumbs up. But everything that got airing here, for the most part, seems to be good. Seems to be a thumbs up. I mean, this is pretty positive. Usually, when I do these, we end up with quite a few stinkers on the list. But it seems like Cartoon Network is weeding out what problems it had, what bad shows, or what I consider bad shows at least, and really kind of narrowing it down, getting it down to what works. I mean, you look at some of these shows, and you got Adventure Time and regular show at its core. Like that is the core of the network, and it's cool because unlike Nickelodeon, the core here is balanced between two shows to carry the weight. So when one ends, there'll still be the other one to soften the blow. Also, Adventure Time and regular show haven't been going on for ages, although it is getting up there. It's 3 years now, um, and tons of episodes. Gumball's been there for a few years, and Gumball's actually a pretty good pillar for the network. But it seems like they've got a nice mix of things, a nice mix of reruns and original animated and acquired animated here. Looks like they got a good mix. I would say they're doing pretty good. If I gave it a grade, I would probably give it a B. I would say there's a few changes that could be made. You don't have tons of shows that are just fantastic, but you have your dedicated awesome shows of the past, not of the past, but you have your dedicated awesome shows that have been running a few years, and then you've got this push for new shows. So they're not just riding Adventure Time and regular show. Now they're pushing out Uncle Grandpa and Steven Universe, and they're using their success as a time to test the waters, as opposed to just say, we got shows that kids love and will flock to, and we can pump out episodes for years. So let's not even bother releasing anything new this year. And it seems like they are trying, and it seems like they are learning as to where to pull the talent from. It seems like you find talent from your successful shows, and you give them their own shows. That seems to be what really makes sense. And it doesn't. It's not as diverse that way, but you are going to get quality, consistent products because you know what they've worked on. So, that being said, good job, Cartoon Network, this year. Pieguyrulz, out.